Hello out there, ladies and gentlemen, from YouTube, Facebook land. I'm here to do another video about military cooking. Welcome to Pop's Kitchen. I've had a special request out there from a good guy away out there in El Paso. George Garcia wants some barbecue ribs. So tonight we're going to do some military style barbecue ribs and baked beans. And for one of my other viewers out there on a comment on the cream beef that I made, yes, SOS, shit on a shingle, you're absolutely correct. So your grandfather or your dad, they told you the correct answer. Now please, during these videos that I'm doing, I appreciate a comment, a like, share, a subscribe. But keep in mind, on the subscribe, it's not like you're subscribing to a newspaper or a magazine, you got a monthly bill to pay. No, this subscribe is just to let you know that whenever I do a video, you'll be notified that Pop's Kitchen has another video coming out. So tonight we're gonna do barbecued country style pork ribs and baked beans, okay? You're gonna love it, so let's get going. All right, everybody ready? Let's go. We got some good country style pork ribs there. Look how meaty. These things are real meaty. Look at this, country style pork ribs. Country style pork ribs, and we're gonna do some baked beans. We got all the ingredients here. I got this stuff here. I got my recipe card here, the military recipe, which calls for 75 pounds of pork ribs. But I'm only gonna do about 3 pounds because I've only got a family of 4. So without further ado, let me head over to my kitchen area here with my pots and pans. Let me get my pans, my baked bean casserole dish, and my measuring cup and my serving spoons, okay? Let's go. Okay, so what we got here, we're putting our ribs, we're gonna bake our ribs in the oven at 400 degrees. Now, I'm wrapping this up with tin foil, my pan anyway, because my wife, every time I cook in the oven, she gets irate because the pans get really dirty and they're hard to clean. So, let's wrap this up in some tin foil real quick. We're going to take some of these beautiful pork ribs here, these country style pork ribs. We're going to rip it open here. I'm going to place it on these pans, more or less the fat side up here, okay? We're going to get this thing going. Look at this. Oh my goodness. These things are scrumptious. Yeah, look at this. Now we're going to take these ribs and we're going to season them down. I'm going to start off with a little black pepper. We're going to sprinkle it on nicely. Can't cook without some good seasoning. Good. Okay, now I'm going to get a little white salt. I got some onion powder, granulated, and some garlic salt. I'm gonna take these here. I'm gonna season the ribs down. Little granulated onion. I'm gonna put a little twist to this recipe because the military don't have barbecue pits outside. But I'm gonna partially cook these in the oven since it is pork. And if you notice in the past, if you do any barbecuing at home, if you barbecue chicken outside or barbecue pork outside with the hot coals, the outside will have a tendency to be cooking, looking good. But when you bring it in and cut into it, it's gonna be raw in the center. So if you're doing barbecue chicken or barbecue pork outside on the barbecue pit, it's best to cook them in the oven for a little while to let them cook. And then you can still do the same result salts with your barbecue sauce and everything and put them on the grill. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to add a little kick to it. I'm going to add a little cayenne pepper, just for a little kick, okay? Not too much. Cayenne pepper is pretty hot. I'm just going to kick it up a little notch here. And then another little secret thing that I'm going to do right now that they don't do in the military, okay? I'm going to add on these to go in the oven to get a little caramelized. But right here, I'm going to add a little brown sugar on top and let it cook. That's why I suggest to put tinfoil down, because if you're a man out there cooking and you ruin your wife's sheet pans, they get upset. So tinfoil, after you're through cooking, you can just take it off and throw it away. We're going to get this in the oven at 400 degrees. And you cook this, all ovens vary differently. So you just want to cook it where you see it a little golden brown on top. You don't want to cook it all the way, but long enough, maybe about 30, maybe 40 minutes, and then you can take it out, okay? You're just trying to cook it because on the barbecue pit, the coals are very hot and they will burn drastically. And to get a rib or a chicken cooked all the way through, you're out there for a long time, so you're taking the chance of burning it. So I'm gonna put these in the oven here and let these cook in the oven for about 35 to 40 minutes before I put them on the barbecuer. Okay, so while the ribs are cooking, we're gonna cook up some barbecue sauce. So we're gonna start off with about 2 cups ketchup. Okay, this is about 2 cups of ketchup. Okay, we got that going. Now we're gonna grab some mustard. So we got some mustard going on here. All right, now it says about 3/4 cups of mustard, but that's for 100. So I'm only gonna do about maybe, let's do a tablespoon. Let's see how it goes. I'll let you know if I need more. 2 cups of ketchup, 1.5 tablespoons of mustard. Now we're gonna go for a little salt, black pepper, and cayenne. Calls for about 2 tablespoons, but we're not doing a recipe for 100. We're gonna go for 1 teaspoon. And we're gonna do the same with a little bit of salt. Little teaspoon of salt, there we go. Now, we're gonna jump this up a notch again. So I'm gonna get a little teaspoon of cayenne. There's nothing like a good barbecue sauce with a little spice. Step it up a notch. So we got that right here. We got this right here. Now, the next step, we're gonna do a 1/2 cup of brown sugar for that nice little sweetness, okay? We're gonna let this simmer on the stove. As long as the ribs are cooking, actually, the longer barbecue sauce simmers, the better it is. The longer it simmers on low. Don't turn on high, because it will just go crazy and splatter barbecue sauce all over the stove. We're gonna sit here, we're gonna put this on low, while the ribs are cooking. Maybe about 35 minutes, 45 minutes. So let's just let this simmer. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, now we got the barbecue sauce going. Sit here, give this a little stir. Look at that. Oh, my goodness. That burned nose hairs out. It's so good. Okay, now we're gonna make some baked beans. So we're gonna get our can of barbecued beans here. Start off with pork and beans. So we're gonna get these pork and beans here. We're gonna put them in the bowl here, okay? Now, just like the barbecue sauce, I'm gonna be adding some stuff to it. So we're gonna get some brown sugar, just like the barbecue sauce, because these are barbecue baked beans. We're gonna go with 1/4 cup of brown sugar. So we got 1/4 cup of brown sugar. We're gonna get some cayenne pepper. We're gonna get a little teaspoon of some cayenne pepper. There we go. We're gonna get a little teaspoon of black pepper. There we go, some pepper. And we're gonna get a little bit of mustard and ketchup. So we're gonna get ketchup, 1/4 cup of ketchup. Oh. Now we're gonna get about 1/2 mustard. 1/2 of a 1/4 cup of mustard. So let's get that in there as well. Gonna get this. I want it all out of here. And then in a few minutes here, we're gonna show you how to fire up a barbecuer. I don't like the gas propane barbecuers because when you use a gas propane barbecuer, you might as well cook on the stove. I like to cook outside. So I use charcoal, sometimes I use the smoker, and we put some little wood chips in it. But tonight we're just going with the charcoal. I'm gonna stir this up. Now this is gonna bake in the oven for at least an hour. It's gonna thicken up, it's gonna be good, okay? So we're gonna thicken this up in the oven. By the time these beans are done, the ribs will all be done. I'm getting ready to pull the ribs out in about 5 minutes to put on the grill. Here we go, look at that. All right, I'm gonna set my timer for an hour for the ribs, okay? So we're gonna set the timer for an hour for the beans. You know, sometimes you get busy and you forget. So if you set the timer, you won't forget. A lot of us get busy if we're doing something other than cooking, see? Now, everything is set. So we're gonna get ready here. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the ribs have been in there now about an hour and 20 minutes. I'm gonna go ahead and pull them out now, and we're gonna put them on the barbecuer. It's gonna be so good. Look at that. Look at that. Look at those ribs right there. Those are country style pork ribs. You'll never eat anything like this anywhere in the country. Only you can prepare this. You can prepare this at home. And trust me, your family's gonna love these. And then when we put it on the barbecuer and we get that sauce on it and let it cook with the hot coals, the flavor of those coals is another level altogether. You watch. Now remember the thing. This is all military cooking, okay? So remember, when you got that person and you're gone away, she got that yellow ribbon in her hair. And the song goes, around her hair, she wore a yellow ribbon. She wore it for her trainee who was far, far away. Far away, far away. She wore it for her trainee who was far, far away. Yeah! Buddy, we're gonna get this stuff to another level in about 5 minutes. Got the over the flame broil. It's going, it's going, it's going. Moving aside because it's very hot. And I don't want nothing to burn up here. You can get the pre-lit, pre-fabricated charcoals. I just got the unsaturated ones and got my own fluid. But they sell the ones that's already pre-soaked, and all you gotta do is put them down and put a match to it. Remember, whenever you're doing barbecue rib or anything barbecued, hamburgers or anything, put your bricklets at a pyramid. Then you light it from the bottom. That way, when they're burning, they'll all burn evenly, and then you use your tongs after they're all red, because you want the charcoal to be red. They gotta be reddish. If anything other than red, then you're gonna get the taste of fuel. And you don't want the taste of fuel. You want the taste of charcoal barbecue rib or hamburgers or steak, whatever it is you're cooking. You'll know when the charcoal is ready, when they start glowing red. The fire is out and they start glowing. When you put your food down, it's going to flare up, of course, because the grease and stuff that's in your food. But it starts flaring up too much, you put down your lid. Now it will smother the flames that will go out. If not, just get yourself a little spray bottle and just spray some water. When you spray the water, the water will put the fire out, because the fire is gonna burn up whatever it is you're cooking. And if you can't smother it with a lid, then you get yourself a spray bottle, you spray it with water, and it'll put the fire out. Look at this now, look at this. Look how juicy these look. Either country ribs or regular slab ribs. You can put a big slab down there and still juice them, but just keep turning them. Because believe it or not, this here, Mine has a temperature gauge. That thing will read up to like the barbecue here with all the charcoal on it go 550. I mean, your oven will be whatever you set it at, 350 or 400. So just because this is a charcoal, you put it in there and walk away. No, that stuff is all in there. It's gonna cook. When you're barbecuing out in your patio for the family, whether it's hamburgers, hot dogs, ribs, chicken, you have to pay attention and keep turning it because you're cooking right on the hot coals. You can tell when they're ready. If you can touch them, they'll be stiff. Or if you have a thermometer, you can put a thermometer in there. Like right now, I know they're ready from my experience. Okay, so I put my thermometer there, 160 degrees. And right now I'm at like 170. These things are ready. Plus, you know, we cooked them in the oven to start off with. Right now, this is just do the barbecue sauce, stuff like this. So we know that they're already ready. Everybody, what we have here, we've got some barbecued country pork ribs and some barbecue baked beans. And this is my boys, Sean and Ronnie.
How's everybody doing?
They're here again to do the taste test for this video, Pop's Kitchen. Let's go, guys. This time you're gonna help yourself to whatever ribs and baked beans you want. And for you, Sean, I grilled a little bit of jalapenos because you like the jalapenos.
It looks so
You
good.
guys know that. Alright, so I'm gonna just take all of this.
Right,
Yeah.
I want one.
That looks so good.
Taking this
It
one.
looks like it has a little bit of gold on it.
Bam. There you go. Go, sir.
That looking muy delicioso. I'm gonna go with, you know what? I'm gonna go with this one right here. Wow, ooh, this is actually really big.
Presentation is beautiful.
Right? This thing,
A1.
it looks really good.
Ooh,
Look at
this
these barbecue beans.
Steam
right there.
check.
Ooh, look at that.
That bad boy.
That's how you know it's fresh. Thank you very much.
Sheesh, right? Thank you.
No
Thank you, Pops.
problemo, no problemo.
And if you guys haven't already, hit that subscribe button, hit that post notification for Pops, because you guys know the vibes.
You're gonna need a napkin when you start eating those ribs.
Most definitely.
We're gonna need a couple of these peppers right here.
They look good, but I'm not a fan of peppers. I like chili, but
These are little grilled chilies with some butter and salt and pepper and
And you know,
garlic.
these are hot. These are the small ones. So
Yeah.
with the peppers, like the smaller they are, the hotter they are.
Taste test.
Alright. I'm nervous, but let's go. Ooh, crunchy. I can already feel it in my hands. There we go. Boy, this is good.
Yeah, you know,
This is so good.
and our GIs, our soldiers eat this stuff. Barbecue ribs, barbecue chicken, baked beans, you know, potato salad, coleslaw.
I'm going for a bite for the beans.
my taste buds are dancing.
Your palate is out of control.
Mm-hmm. That's how you know it's good when your fingers are looking like this.
Yeah. Look at those fingers. And that's why you gotta lick.
We're gonna go in with a bite of pepper.
Mr. George from El Paso, Texas,
Hot.
this is for you, buddy. Your barbecued ribs and baked beans. For you.
Delicious. Muy bien delicioso.
You guys gotta comment more barbecue dishes because these barbecue dishes are muy delicioso.
Muy
Pops.
deli-
Pops will be on the channel every day reading all your comments.
Literally. Boy, this is good.
Oh yeah, I check out the comments at least 5 times a day because I want to hear what the viewers have to say.
Ooh.
Say, look at that, look at that. Oh my goodness.
That is busted.
Praise the Lord, praise the Lord. All right, everybody out there in Facebook land, YouTube land, you know, this is another episode of Pop's Kitchen. I want y'all to stay tuned. Please do a like, share, comment, subscribe, and I'll be coming back with you for some more videos. If you have a special meal out there you want to fix or you want to see fixed, I'll fix it. Drop me a line, drop me a comment, and as soon as I get it, you'll be right there with me and I'll fix it. Now, y'all come back now, you hear?
Stay up all night, sleep through the sun.